Hello and welcome to this edition, No Hat Special Edition, Thanksgiving Eve, Super Bonanza, Scott, Big Scott 35, new editions, all that stuff. So, like I said, Saturday, went to a card show. Um, Local card show wasn't, well, it was a nice size because it had two rooms. One was the Pokemons and one was sports cards. Like I said, energy level in a sports card room down. I think there's more people and I think more vendors in the Pokemon room. But that's been kind of the case around here. I've been hearing that's not the same everywhere, but and I don't care. I don't, whatever. Uh, as long as there's stuff there. Wasn't the greatest of shows, but it was a show. Uh, Went box diving, and this first time I've seen this vendor, very organized. Uh, the only thing I didn't like is like he went quarter cards, didn't like round around. I paid $7.75. I had the quarter to prove it. If you need to see it, but these are the ones I picked up there. Just going to show them like this. Uh, a couple of David Wrights that I didn't have or questioned if I had or not. This was from the 582 set. Pretty sure I did not have that one. I just like that David Wright. I didn't know if I had it or not. Young David Wright. Ronnie, Bowman's Best, did not have that rookie card of Ronnie. I like to pick up the rookies. Mike Piazza, the guy goes, he had a ton of Cracker Jack stuff. Like he had the whole Mets set of this year. I just, I get Piazza in the Mets uniform. I like this set. He said ain't sold none, and I think they were like a quarter or 50 cents. This was Ronnie as well out of the 582, I believe, set. I think it was. Yeah, 582. It's hard to see. And then another might be a Piazza Diamond King. Didn't know I had it or not. I don't have like a spreadsheet for Piazza, so I have a spreadsheet. I don't have one for David Wright either. So I just kind of go by memory. If I like the card, if I know I don't have it, I pick it up. If I like it and it's questionable, I pick it up. I don't mind having dupes of cards I already have. This next one is Father Son, I believe. I'm pretty sure they are. I see them at the shows. Come to find out, the son works for the Dash down the street, which have changed their names to the what pepper are they? There's some type of not chili peppers, not what are they calling themselves? Some type of pepper. They switched their names. I asked him why. He didn't really know. I was like, it's got to be marketing to sell merch. He said it's an actual one of their alternative uniforms, and they just like that logo. I think they sell quite a bit of it out of there. But so I bought this stack here. They were a box that had $2, crossed out $1. I saw quite a bit of that. And then he went through and took more off. These were like less than 50 cents a piece. I think they came out to like $20. So let's take a look at what I got. Some King Griffey star cards. Again, I have a spreadsheet for Griffey, but a lot of times when I'm going through a box, I'm just rolling. And I just try to make sure I don't get dupes out of the box. They had Frank Thomas's in there. And I mean, you see that they had that marked at one time for $8, but that's at a Score More. I go to that used to. I don't know if they're part owner of that or what. These are all Score More, so they might be part owner of that Score More Sports. Johnny Bench. I haven't been there in a while. Piazza, I was like, if I got it and it's a Dodgers one, this is going to go in my catcher binder. Frank. Another Frank. King Griffey, I knew. I don't have many of them in the Reds. And this was a dual one. It's got Sammy on the back. Frank. Pit Crew. The Johnny Bench 35. Silver pack. This one here I picked up, just love team cards, and I know Bench is in that one. Don't have that one. Cal Ripken. I didn't think I had these cows. David Wright. Didn't think I had that. Griffey. Needless to say, I don't think I have any of them when I pick them up. Every once in a while, I'll see one that I was like, ooh, I got to have that one. This one I was pretty sure, but another one that's going to go into my, I love that flare. That's going to go in my catcher binder. Going Jake. I know I didn't have that card. Again, Reds just don't have a lot of him. I think that's from the All-Star game anyway. Members only. Ripken, did not have that one. No, I didn't have that. Then I went into their other box and pulled out some Star Wars. I have this comic book, so I thought that was pretty cool. Some Great 8. The great one. Some more Gretzky. Well, Ovechkin. I mean, like I said, these were less than 50 cents a card. He was going to pull out some more baseball. I was just like, I got to go. This one here, love it. Love this Hit Parade. Salvi, didn't have that. I need that. I wanted that in my catcher book. Again, I told y'all I pulled out my inner Hitman23 on Saturday, and I wasn't lying. Ivan Rodriguez, little pudge to put in the catcher binder. I'm pretty sure I have this one. I still love this card. 1988 Fleer record. This is something that would have been in the little cardboard boxes. That you would have got like out of a Nichols or KB Toy Stores, Woolworths, something like that. Just love those type of things. Thought it was a cool. I like the picture of young Cal there. Like that card. I'm not going to pass up on a cheap museum card. Love that set. Didn't know if I had that design or not. I know I have a few of those, the high techs. This is a class 3. No, class 2 Topps Gold. I was pretty sure I didn't have that one. Awesome bench. If I have this one, this will probably go in my catcher binder. If not, it'll go in my player binder. And I know I have this one, but I don't care. I will get as many of these as I can. Love those pictures. Like the Fisk one like this. That year they did quite a few catchers like this in that Stadium Club. Love those. Just love those those cards. Love the cards. Love them. Now this last one was a little bit more pricier. This is from my favorite family. They're awesome. They're always front and center. Um, they just top notch. Really cater to collectors. They're collectors. They love the hobby. They're great ambassadors for the hobby. So I like to get those as much as we can. This is a $60 stack, and we'll go over why it was $60. So first off, I'll leave those two. Some Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley is currently the women's basketball coach at USC, South Carolina, national championships, but she played at the University of Virginia, and she is from Philadelphia. She played on Team USA. She played in the early days of the WNBA. She was an older player then, too. This is a Kate Martin rookie card. I didn't think I had the Monopoly one, so I pulled that. Another Dawn Staley. Ooh, I bought two of the same one. Oh, no, this is a prism of the other one. So a silver or hollow. Just love this Batman card with Catwoman. Of course, pulled out a Scooby-Doo. Didn't have that one, I knew. So for my Scooby-Doo collection, another Batman, Batgirl. More classic style Batgirl than what were the newer ones. Birds of Prey. I wish they would have done the Birds of Prey movie more in a comic book way instead of the Harley Quinn way. But yeah, it was okay. I think it could have been done better, but that's just me. This is Batman animated series, I believe. Catwoman. That's from the Superman Batman series. Another Batman. Oh, I did pull out two Batgirls. I don't know. Might be something different. I don't know. Catwoman. And this is classic Catwoman. This is the old comic book, older style comic book. Catwoman there. Winnie the Pooh. Now, I was telling y'all, they had this in a graded copy. I didn't know what the company was. I saw it like this. I'd rather get it like this anyway. I have quite a few up there. And I also try to get the Steamboat Willies when I can. The original Mickey, old school Mickey Mouse. See different ones of those. I really like those. Then, I've shown y'all before if you watch my shorts or my Nerdy Thursday. In that Scooby-Doo box, they actually have material cards. I was like, okay, of course it's just for fun. But these can get pricey now. So this one I showed off Sunday night. It's from Scooby-Doo's Doll Collar. It's his little necklace or his little thing that hangs off his doll collar. Thought that was really, really cool. Gave me a good deal on that. So that turned the price up. This one really gave me a good price on this. So this is a card. I am going to try to angle it where I can. You have to get it in the light, and you get it's Batman. I don't like this, but I got it for one reason. It's different. I just thought it was unique card. You just can't appreciate it. You got to get it in the light just right, and you'll see it on there. So it's just something that I got. Just thought it would be fun. It does have the little Batman emblem on the corner. It's from 2019, I believe we said it was. So it's called a hollow cell. I think you can see it. I can see it here, and it's like Batman over the city. It's just you can't really. I mean, you gotta put it just right, and when you do, don't let it go. But it's just different. I just thought it was unique. I asked him if I was being trolled, and then as he's adding it up, I'm like, I'm gonna wait for him to get it together. And he had this in a case, not a big card. I've never seen this card. This is a '90s insert power, Pinnacle Power, Ken Griffey Jr. He gave me this one for $10. I think it was 50. He gave me the whole thing for 60. So very happy. Always do business with them. So usually that's the last table I go to. I walk around. I go see them. Like I said, it was one of those shows. I saw a couple of places that had and that's it for my pickups. A couple of places that had autos, but it was either like $400, $500 autos. It was not much of those little $100, $75 autos that it was interesting me. Saw some wrestling ones that I almost went back to, but once I went to 3 different tables that was very organized and did some. Well, the one I got for 50 cents. They were separated by baseball, by sport. That's all I ask. When you just throw them all together, and I got to see 15 basketball cards to then 7 football cards to 1 baseball card, yeah, I put them down very quick. I lose interest very, very fast, especially if it's those football, basketball. It's more newer stuff. I'm just not that interested in that. Especially basketball. Football, I'd rather just look through some Cowboys cards, and I'd rather look at older stuff than newer stuff. As much as I enjoyed today's game, I just don't. I really love the Cowboys. That the reason why I love the Cowboys. So I like that stuff more. The '70s. They're my favorite Cowboys. I think it's whoever you grew up with. It's football's one of those sports where you can really tell the age of somebody by their favorite team. But like the Cowboys, they had several good teams, Super Bowl teams. So you got to ask which quarterback was your favorite. Then you know how to age them. 49ers, same way. Steve Young, Joe Montana. You kind of know the age of a person by knowing what football team they enjoy. It's not like that in too many other sports, I don't think. At least in my opinion. But anyway, that's my pickups. Had a lot of fun. I was there for a while for not being that big. I was there for a good 3 hours digging through stuff, taking my time, taking in the energy. Again, I bought a water from they had the actual school that the school was in. They had the refreshment stand. Proceeds went to the school. So I was glad to see that. And so it was a good time for me, for a personal good time. And that's what I said. This hobby, it's a personal hobby, and it's a personal journey that you share with others. But you have to enjoy what you're doing, and other people feed off of that, right? So, if you're just doing it for weird reasons, not even weird reasons, to be fat, to make money and all that, that might not be for everyone. I'm a collector. I do sell stuff, but when I go to shows, I don't go there to add to my inventory. Now, I have friends that do, but, I understand that, but they also are collectors as well. So, that's what enjoy your hobby, enjoy your journey. It's no great mystery. When you get confused, it's okay to ask people. or just do a little research on your own. The Google machine is a miracle device. You ask Jeeves, and Jeeves will help. So until next time, like, share, tell a friend. Welcome to my new subscribers. I love saying that every show or every video I make. It's just, man, y'all are putting a smile on this man's face. Enjoy your holiday. If you have to travel, be safe. Enjoy the football this weekend. A lot of good football. And I will see ya.